late, but I cannot escape coming back. You know what I'm saying? You know I gotta go live at 5. I'm okay. Let's make it in the mix of 6. In the midst of 6, man. Yo, work with me, man. You know I got 4 children. I got 2 young ones, man. I'm running around. It's Friday, doing a lot of things, compiling information, getting everything ready for you, my audience, my brothers, my sisters, my listeners, my subscribers. So you'll bear with me, man. I know. I looked at my joint. I was like, oh my God, it's 10 after 6, man. I try to stay as punctual as live at 5. You know, you see my things. I'm always there. So as you see, you know, I might be an hour and a couple minutes late, hour and 10 minutes late. But we gonna get into it, man. Like this morning, I came in and I talked to you about Javion McGee. You know, let's get everything off the plate. I hate to always have to bring something up that's detrimental, that's not beneficial, but it's the reality. It's the reality that a young brother from Chicago named Javion McGee, who was a trucker, something that I am, one of my characteristics, one of my descriptions, personal trainer, motivational speaker, mentor, Muslim, felon, trucker. So Javion, he was something that I was a part of. You know, everybody know. You know, I was working with my man. He had a truck company. I was working with my sisters. They had a truck company. You know, so trucking is dear to my heart. Transportation. This brother was 21 years old, and he was found hung from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina, which even bears more significance because I've delivered loads to Henderson, North Carolina. I lived in North Carolina. I love North Carolina. Like, that's my favorite state on the East Coast, bar none. There's no other state. Let me tell you something. I'm going to pick North Cackalack over any other state on the East Coast. And I've been to all of them, man. That way, yeah, from Florida all the way up to Maine. So, but this saying, in Henderson, I've delivered loads to Henderson. So I understand. I know the geography. I know the area, the people. I bought food. I've been there numerous times, not just once or twice, numerous times. So for a 21-year-old brother, Javion McGee, to be hung, he was found hung from a tree. Let's all this unalive bullshit. No, let's get away from that, man. He was found hung from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina, in 2024. 21 years old, doing his job. I'm a 53-year-old black man. We know this. Those who like and subscribe and follow my channel, y'all know who O is, man, and what I stand up for. Let me tell you something, man. Nothing breaks my heart more to repeatedly see this bullshit every week. You know, when I look at my comments and my DMs, why you moved out of the country, you know, why you think the Dominican Republic is better than America. This is my own personal opinion, but fuck yeah. But that's neither here nor there. You're the one stuck in your matrix. You're the one that's worrying about arguing back and forth with your little neighbors because you pop out the hole every 4 years and think these political candidates give a fuck about you. You know, that's your thing. That's what you got to deal with. I don't get into it no more. I already made my stance known. I don't go back and forth. I don't live in this country no more. So that's between y'all every 4 years. But let's talk about Javion McGee being found hung from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina. And I'll give you some backdrop, man. This is heartbreaking so many levels. It wouldn't matter if he was a black man, a white man, you know, Asian man, Indian man. It wouldn't give you know, but the thing is, it always seems to be African American people. Breonna Taylor, police in Louisville, Kentucky, busting a house and kill her on the line. You know, what the fuck is going on? Like, and y'all sitting there worried about voting? I voted with my money. My money told me, boom, I voted with my money. I don't give a fuck what y'all vote with. I can see and tell, you know, that's on you. You know, your limited understanding and comprehension is you. That's what God gave you. It ain't about no jokes being funny and all that. I can give a fuck less, man. You know, I'm on the other side of 100, man. So what you do, what you eat don't make me shit. So, you know, all that stuff, I just look at it and I laugh it off. You know, all these unsubscribe me, don't unfriend me if you don't, you know, all that old silly ass high school ass shit there. You know, all that stuff, man, it has nothing to do with me because I operate on a high level. I'm, like I said, I'm on focus talking about Javion McGee that got hung from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina. And I'll give you some perspective, man. because I worked for I delivered bread in North Carolina for about a year. I work for a company who shall remain unnamed. I don't want to get them slugs, any type of shine, because they were some pieces, what POSs. But I delivered bread in North Carolina. When I say I deliver bread to universities, colleges, restaurants, and I had a daily route. I had a daily route, man. I went from Virginia into North Carolina. I mean, they border states, but I went and I delivered to anywhere from 25 to 40 restaurants or facilities, man. So you talk about, Wake Forest. You talk about Winston Salem. You talking about High Point, Greensboro. I mean, listen, I got expertise in a lot of fields. That ain't what the OddCast is all about, touting what I can do and all that. I'm 53. I can do a lot of shit, man, like a lot of people can. But I'm giving you some synopsis and trying to get you to understand this story as far as me and correlates with my life. Like, I delivered bread in North Carolina to restaurants. And I mean, I had the keys and I had to go in there and I had to facilitate getting the bread in the freezer or whatever, dropping it off. These wasn't supermarkets. These was restaurants, Italian restaurants, Mediterranean restaurants, whatever, um, deep South restaurants, any type of restaurants, any type, And so I know about delivering and being a trucker and all that and being in places, man, in Henderson and all that. So for this brother to drop from Chicago, doing the right thing, trying to make a better life for himself and his family, for him to get found hung from a tree. Now everybody, we don't know what's going on. There's not enough information, which is bullshit, because there's always not enough information for black people. I digress. I'm past that, man. Like I said, I didn't move on. I mean, you over here dealing with this shit. But when I say the death of the black family, when I say the black people, you need to evacuate. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man. Because it's every week it's a different name. And being 53 and having three sons out of my four children, I have a daughter and three sons. You cross your fingers and you pray to Allah that you don't have to hear this bad news. But it doesn't matter if you're in Philadelphia, it doesn't matter if you're in Daytona Beach, Chicago, LA, Houston, New York, Brooklyn. It doesn't really matter, but it's sad. But these are the days and times that we're living in. I was a trucker, man. I've been in 40 of the 50 states. Have a fond memory of most of my drops. Like I said, I've been in 40 or 50 states, so it's 10 states I ain't been in. I mean, if I wanted to visit them all, it would be something. But I mean, I've been in 40 or 50. What is that? That's more than a quarter. That's 80%, 75%. You know what I'm saying? And just to think that this brother lost his life doing his job. And we sitting here talking about this or that, whatever option you have. I don't even like saying their name. I'm not going to say their name no more. It doesn't even matter whose name is up there, whether it's Harris or Trump or whether it's whoever. It don't matter. Your life hasn't improved. Your life isn't going to improve. The purge is happening while you sitting on the fucking sidelines, playing stupid, acting goofy, acting like you don't know what's going on. And people are being murdered, slaughtered every day. You know? Everybody laughed when Trump got up there talking about eating cats and all that. But that just lets me know y'all don't even do no research because, I mean, if you go look it up, they arrested a woman for eating a motherfucking cat out there in Ohio. Yeah, I watched the video, I uploaded the video and all that. You know? So, man, I wasn't in jail. Oh, while I was in jail, I was in jail for drug trafficking and gun running. I had a federal indictment for drug trafficking and gun running, Mariana Silva. If you must know. Small thing. Didn't fuck with no kids, wasn't no chomo, didn't rap nobody. You can look me up. You can look Orient Hard up, but yeah, but just getting back to, this brother JVM, and he lost his life in Henderson, North Carolina. It's just like it's old, it's redundant, man. I'm cried out. I'm tired of crying. I'm a father of four, three sons. And like why does all this continually happen to people of color? Y'all gonna go out and get drunk tonight, do your thing, get out, whatever the fuck you do. But why do y'all go out? Why does this always happen to us? Do you still feel guilty about all the deaths that were caused by you? What deaths were caused by me, Mariana Silva? I was like, are you talking about from selling drugs and running guns? Anybody that I sold drugs to that I ever heard of, nobody ever OD'd. So I didn't cause no deaths. I mean, I might have caused addiction. I might not have caused addiction because you got to understand something. That mindset, was I the first person that this person that was addicted to drugs bought it from? Was I the second, the third, the fourth? I'm not trying to say this or that, but if I wasn't the first person that actually gave him the drug, then I wasn't the one that caused the addiction and all them things. So I mean, if that's to answer your question, nice question though, you know. But I don't sit and think about the deaths that I caused. I don't know no deaths that I caused besides purposely, with my hands. But that's another story, different discussion. But yeah, but I mean, this brother, like I said, Javion McKee lost his life, was found hung from a tree in Henderson, North Carolina. Everything else really needs to stop. Fuck that goddamn election. Fuck everything else, man. And that's what's wrong with people of color, indigenous people. You don't stick together. You don't vote. You don't vote with your dollar. You vote with your heart. That's why y'all never get shit and y'all get played every 4 years. But you think y'all got a better life when y'all put a Democrat in or you put a Republican in. It's comical to me, but like I said, that's the end. That's about as much I'm gonna talk about it. This is about JV McGee, man. I hit y'all this morning, man, and it hurt my heart when I this came across my ticker, and I was like, man, I wanted to make it a week without a brother. And like, how can you be doing your job, man? And then how can you be doing your job and you lose your life? How can you be delivering, making a drop? I've did that hundreds of times, man. I can just rattle off little podunk towns, big cities, and I mean, I done dropped everywhere from Round Rock, Texas, to, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Springfield, Massachusetts, everywhere, Daytona Beach, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm just like, yo, it's unfortunate, but it always seems to happen to us. And another reason, like I said, the death of the black family, why I'm relocating my family out of the country, regardless if it's the Dominican Republic, if it's Liberia, Africa, regardless if it's the Maldives. This joint is up over here. And I love the fact that people constantly hit my DMs and like, oh man, we support you and keep doing, man. We will hope we can make that move and all that. Listen, it's all about making that move. It's all about making all that hoping to make the move. The purge has begun in this country, and if y'all don't understand that, I really don't know what else to tell you. You can look up in the sky over me, man, and see the chemtrails, and that ain't no green screen over top me, man. That's the sky. So you dealing with a 53-year-old black man that did 20 years in federal prison. So I'm three things that they hate in this country, man. I'm a felon. I'm a federal felon. I'm a black man, like the brother that got hung in the tree in Henderson, North Carolina, Javion McKee, and I'm a Muslim. So I'm a felon, a black man, and a Muslim. Y'all can take all that bullshit you want to talk, and act like that shit don't matter no more in 24. I don't see no white man getting found hung in a tree. I don't see no Asian man getting run over. I don't see no Indian man getting this done to him, getting shot in the street. I don't see none of that. So I ain't gonna say until that happens, and we just know who it happens to. And that reinforces why I got the fuck on. I ain't got to keep talking about it, man. That's your thing, man. This is your country. Y'all running around hyped about the election in November. I'm not. I've never voted, never will vote, man. I live in a different country, man. I'm working on getting my citizenship there and having dual citizenship or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. I've never voted in America, I never will vote. And when shit like happened today to the brother, man, my condolences to his family, to the McKee family, man. The brother got children, man. They lost their father. He has a spouse, or he has a loved one. It's just it's sad because we've become immune to this. So another black man, black woman gets killed, and we just Sonya Bland, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. How many we gonna keep going? Cause Steve Phillips, I mean, we gonna keep going with like before we realize like we gotta band together, man, and vote with our dollars. Until African Americans start voting dollars, you ain't gonna get shit. Y'all gonna keep showing up every 4 years, having these dumbass little watch parties, think y'all doing shit and y'all ain't doing shit, and then you go back in your cubby hole. Miss me with that. Miss me with that, man. I'm too well read. I've been around the world too much, and that's for neophytes. Alright, but Javion McKee lost his life doing his job because he was a black man in America in 2024. And all the black men in America, how long are we gonna keep this taking this shit? Am I saying revolution? What I'm saying is how long we keep taking this, how we not gonna organize and protect our women and our children and say enough with the fuckery. Let's condense, get it together, and move as one. Let's study our ancestors, our predecessors, and move as one to demand the justice and the equality that every other human race and nationality gets. It's wild to me that black people get shitted on so much and they don't ask for nothing. They ask for a little fried chicken spot. They ask for this, that, or the third. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting here answering. I'm glad that I got Mariana Silva. Don't be a hypocrite. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you on here. You just want to talk to hear yourself. State your case. Like I said, Mariana, we can always agree to disagree, but we ain't got to disrespect each other. But like I said, man, we have to do better for our babies, man. We gotta feed our babies better. We gotta feed our babies better, man. As parents, this is a call out to parents, man. Y'all gotta feed these babies better, man. I don't give a fuck if they 6 or 16. This bullshit you feeding them, man. Get your head out your ass, man. Stop feeding them seedless goddamn fruit and vegetables. Like, get your head in the game. Do you understand that you're being poisoned from all fronts? You're being attacked from all fronts. You're being poisoned by the air. You're being poisoned by the liquid, the water. You're being poisoned by the food, poisoned by the medicine. So you gotta know what to do, what to give your children, man. So we gotta tighten up, man. We gotta stop this bullshit we running around here doing. Because all we doing is breeding some sick ass young adults that have weak immune systems. And oh my God, we got to do this and we got to what I'm just saying. You better find out the minerals and the elements, man, and the vegetables and all the things, that God put on this earth, man, that benefits your body, your building structures, your DNA. It's stuff out here in the earth, man. You think Allah made this planet? He didn't give us stuff to grow. Cause stop playing, man. We eat corn and vegetables and all that fruit. So you got to get in tune with that, man. You got to get in tune with that. First of all, because they're doing the trick on you, man. If you think they're not doing the trick, that's on you. But yeah, I'm just glad I got to come on here, man. Because like I said, I missed five because I was going through some things, but I had to get Jeffy M. McGee and make that aware. His name should be heard for the next, however, until justice is found. I shouted it out 8 o'clock this morning. I'm shouting it out this afternoon, man. And we will retouch this, man. We will retouch this, and as people of color, man, you gotta stop being clowns and buffoons and part of the circus, man. You gotta tighten up, man. And whether that's just going to the range, whether that's acquiring more, ammunitions and firearms and practicing, it's about who do you want to be and represent for you and your family. When 21-year-old brothers is found hung from a tree from doing their job, and you think it's cool this Friday just bop all through life and all that shit, there's a problem. There's a problem. So I just want to thank y'all for rocking with me, man. I knocked this joint out, man. And I'm about to shut off, man. I gotta tell you about 20 to 10K. We ain't forgot about that, man. Alright, I'm gonna post my account. I think I'm at that 60 something dollars. So almost triple my account. I don't keep updating my account every time, because listen, man, this is $20 to 10K. I want to show you when I get to 500 from $20 or 100 or something like that. 100, 200, something like anyway. I'm not gonna keep just posting things, but listen, the Australian dollar and the US dollar, you got to learn how to trade that. Get locked in on that. Get locked in on that, man. The Aussie and the US dollar, man. That's what I've been studying this week. So get locked in on that, man. $ Nayer, NAYYER, man. Go and send me some bread, man. I can show you these. I show you this game. 20 to 10K. But yeah, before I get off here though, man, I want to thank all, like I said, my listeners. I want to thank my subscribers. Real talk, man. I'm almost at a $1.50. I remember I couldn't hit a $1.30. I remember I was at 30. I went from 30 to 100. Then I went from 100 to 120. Someone couldn't hit a $1.30. Now I'm almost at a $1.50. And we talking about September, man. So I'm shooting low ball figures, 250, 500 by the end of the year. I don't know. We're gonna take this where it's gonna go. But the OddCast, the platform. This is our platform, man. Ain't no ratchet shit here. Ain't no idiot shit on here, man. We gonna sit and like I said, we gonna dialogue and all that. Mariana Silva, man, I was waiting on you, man. I don't know what you was talking about, but what I'm saying, I'm glad we got a little dialogue in, and everybody else to watch live at 5, even though it was in the mix at 6 this week. Hey, tune in the next week, man, and go look up JV McGee, man. Don't let that slip, man. Don't go out and forget about this because going off and all that, man. Go look this brother up, man, and demand some answers. If you're human. If you don't give a fuck because he black and you not black, then that says a lot about you. And everything will get separated in the end, man. That's what the Lord said. God said everything gets separated out in the end. So y'all do what y'all got to do, man. I'm gonna roll up out of here, man, because the weekend is here. I wish everybody a wonderful, safe weekend. Have a ball. Do what you do, man. Make M&M's, baby. Make memories and money. Make the money to spend on the memories, man. The money don't make it the man, man. Man is making the man. Until next time, man. Live for 5, the OddCast signing out. Peace.